Welcome to our in-depth exploration of worry and its effects on our health. Today, we're diving into the reasons why incessant worrying, or the tendency to always fear that something bad will happen, is indeed very bad for your health. We'll unpack the science, dig into the experiences of those who've gone through this, and provide practical tools for managing worry. Worrying is a normal part of life. We're all prone to experiencing worry from time to time. It's an emotional response to uncertainty, often triggered by important events or significant decisions. However, worrying excessively can be detrimental to our overall well-being, particularly to our psychological health. When we worry, our body's stress response system is activated. This triggers a release of hormones, such as cortisol, that actually serve as a protective mechanism in the short term. However, prolonged activation of the stress response could lead to mental and physical health problems. Perhaps you've experienced it yourself. Persistent worry can lead to sleepless nights and tired days. This lack of sleep, in turn, weakens our immune system and makes us more prone to diseases. This scenario illustrates how worrying, a psychological aspect, can manifest as a physical ailment. Long-term worrying can contribute to the development of anxiety disorders and depression. It's like a rock that gets heavier as you carry it, ultimately making you weaker. This is an important reality to consider because mental health should not be neglected. Despite the potential grim consequences of constant worry, all is not lost. There are ways to break the cycle of worrying and live a healthier life. We can reframe our thoughts, cultivate mindfulness, seek professional help, and establish a strong support system. Reframing our thoughts involves changing the way we interpret potential stressors. Instead of viewing challenges as threats, we can view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift promotes a healthier attitude towards worry and stress. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for dealing with worry. It involves bringing our attention to the present moment and accepting it without judgment. Through mindfulness practices like meditation, we can reduce the power of worries over our minds. Professional help is there for those who need it. Sometimes, the support of a therapist or counselor can help us make necessary adjustments to our thinking patterns and provide us with a safe space to express our fears and worries. Finally, establishing a robust support system is crucial. Having people who care about us and whom we can share our worries can alleviate the emotional burden and make the challenges seem more manageable. Taking action against worry is a long journey filled with ups and downs. Progress may be slow, but the small steps you make are incredibly powerful. Celebrate the little victories, be patient with yourself, and remember that healing is more about the process than the end goal. Identifying the root of your worries can also be helpful. Understanding why we worry can help us decide what we need to do to address it. Journaling or talking to a trusted friend or professional can aid in this process. It might also help to remember that most of the things we worry about don't actually happen. Mark Twain once said, "I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened." Keep this perspective in mind when worries start to spiral. Additionally, taking care of your physical health can go a long way in reducing worries. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate rest are all factors that contribute to overall wellness and, consequently, can make it easier to manage stress. On the other hand, some worries are valid and need to be addressed, but they don't have to consume us. Acknowledge the feeling, validate it, and then take steps to address the root of the worry. Finally, remember that you're not alone in this journey. In the end, every one of us experiences worry to some extent. Reach out for help if you need it and never underestimate the power of simply sharing your feelings with someone you trust. Let's also remember that a life without any worry isn't necessarily a better life. Worry serves a purpose. It keeps us alert and aware, helping us to anticipate potential problems. It's only when worry overwhelms us, becomes uncontrollable, and starts to interfere with our daily lives, that we should be concerned about it and work to reduce it. Moreover, it's important to recognize that some of us are more prone to worrying than others, due to our genetic makeup or life experiences. Again, this doesn't mean we are destined to a life full of worries. It simply means we may need to exert more effort in managing our worries. On a positive note, overcoming excessive worrying can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. The more we understand about our worries and how they affect us, the more equipped we are to manage them. This process can reveal hidden strengths and resilience we never knew we had. Herefore, we need to understand this power can lead us to incredible achievements, and more importantly, to a life with greater peace and contentment. Ultimately, the goal is not to never worry, but to worry less. We need to find a balance between being concerned and being consumed by worries. We need to remember that worries don't define us and that we have the power to control them. So, wherever you may be on your journey with worry, whether you've just realized it's become a problem for you, or you've been managing a worrying tendency for years, remember that healing is possible. Each day presents a new chance to take a step forward, towards a happier, healthier and less anxious life. As we conclude, remember this: you are not your worries. They don't define you or dictate your future. Beneath the worry lies a person full of potential, strength, and resilience. So take a deep breath, take a step forward, and start your journey towards a life with fewer worries and more joy. As we have learned, worrying that something bad will happen all the time is indeed very bad for your health. It affects us at a fundamental level, altering our hormonal balance, weakening our immune system, and damaging the delicate balance of mental health. Health professionals have observed that managing worries is an essential activity to promote a healthy lifestyle. They suggest implementing different strategies to manage worries, including reframing our thoughts, cultivating mindfulness, seeking professional help, and establishing a strong support system. It's not about completely eradicating worrying from our lives, but it's about managing it in a healthy, productive way. It's about keeping worries from consuming us and instead, harnessing their power to make us more resilient and empathetic individuals. Excessive worrying is not just a mental phenomenon. It transcends into the physical, influencing our bodies and our overall health in various ways. Revelation of this kind serves as a stark reminder to take worries seriously and not to dismiss them as trivial or irrelevant. Change can be scary, and it's okay to be afraid. But confronting our fears head-on, one step at a time, is the only way we can truly free ourselves from the toxic cycle of worry. Remember, every journey starts with a single step. So why not make that leap today? Ultimately, we all must prepare ourselves to face challenges, to weather changes, and to cope with life's uncertainties. However, by understanding the impact and importance of managing worries, we can ease the path in our journey to a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. To quote George Allen, people of mediocre ability sometimes achieve outstanding success because they don't know when to quit. Most men succeed because they are determined to. Indeed, beyond fear and worry, there's a strength that's waiting to be discovered. Unbolt the door, and let it in. So embrace your worries, acknowledge their presence, but don't let them control you. Find that balance that allows you to experience life fully without being burdened by incessant worries. Remember, you can make the change, you can take the steps, and you can master your worries. As we close, remember that worrying can be a tough habit to break, but it's not impossible. You possess the power to establish control over it. It's an ongoing journey that tests your resilience and strength, but it's a journey worth embarking on. A journey towards a healthier, happier you.